Okay. One thing Yumi didn't post here in the opening slides is the total top up. Actually, let me open this on lately Imgur has been kind of bugging out. Like I can't zoom in like I used to. So we'll do this. It's at the bottom. Okay, 292 days, almost at 300 days for the double tickets, just in time for H2O. I am 3S level expensive, Zetsu. If I ever started focusing on art again. Kiana Kasana, double S, Divine Prayer, Void Drifter, Night Moonbeam, HOV, and White Comet. Okay, so I would say definitely get your Night Moonbeam to triple S. Slow farm if you have to, split farm if you have to, so that you can still preserve your willpowers for upcoming Sushang. I think Sushang. I think for Night Moonbeam, one of the things that you want to look for as a long-term high spender is having Witch Orb farming in progress. Now, it's not high priority for you to get her to triple S, but it is something that you, as an endgame competitive player at your current spending level, that is something that over time, those time-limited resources like Affix Lock or Wafers, they start adding up. Hey, Three Bows, welcome to the stream. What does Night Moonbeam give these days other than Dorm buff? Gold Witch Orbs. Gold Witch Orb farming. And Dorm Errands. Dorm Errands. Yeah, Zetsu's proud, right? You have Lemon Soda. I think I will get Lemon Soda the next time it's on rerun in a time capsule on discount. Just triple S LE instead? Well, you want to have both, Shadowzut. You want to have both Night Moonbeam and Lightning Empress, because both of those, the first fragment of every week is only 12 willpowers. Now, for Yumikus specifically, I think long-term slow farming eventually, I don't know when it will be a convenient time to do this, but maybe with split farming you can finagle it, or you just like commit to it at a certain point. But getting double S HOV for the Dorm buff is nice. And then maybe in the future, we never know, like they might give HOV another Divine Key or something that will incentivize people to start ranking her up. And then all the old school players like Zetsu who have triple S HOV will be like, yes, my time. But until then, this is fine. This is fine. I will recommend, Yumi, that you don't neglect the daily logistics terminal. Eventually, all your B ranks will be triple S, and that is an easy way to farm regular Witch Orbs. It's free. It's like you just get it with coins. All right, Raiden May. Raiden May. Triple S. Which is funny, because now you technically don't need Lightning Empress for leader skill or starting SP. But I still advise, in the same way that I'm advising you to get triple S Night Moonbeam, I think it's healthy for your account long-term, in a marathon sense, to have triple S Lightning Empress because of the Gold Witch Orb farming. And of course, you know, Valkyrie Blade Strike for Elysian Realm, and Collection, if you like Raiden May. You know, obviously farming her to triple S is not urgent. You already have her outfit unlocked, which is great. And then same thing with Crimson Impulse, is that whole concept of just buy her fragments from Logistics Terminal every week, every day. Eventually she'll be triple S, and that's easy Witch Orbs, regular Witch Orbs. LE, almost triple S, but stop since HT is triple S. Will finish when Dorm buffs are done. Fair. Crimson Impulse, same as White Comet. Will triple S when done. Okay, I missed all this text. HOV will wait for farming for a bit. Okay, this is perfect. Perfect. A plan is in place. Stick with the plan. Perfect. Dabronia. Where's Paganist? Dabronia. All right. Triple S HB, as expected. Double S Silverwing, well played. Everything at least at double S with the exception of HOR. And no Dimension Breaker, which is okay. HOR S2 going to S3 probably next week. Just in time. New Divine Keys coming. Just in time. Black Nucleus working on unlocking. It hurts not having her. True. True. You feel that 2%. Especially at the level that you're competing. So, slow progress on these, that's okay. Double S is kind of like the minimum that you want for these two, even though they're all old meta here. But it's okay. It's okay. DB Dorm buff, I think, was a defensive one. So, DB usually gets written off. But not even having S0 BN is like minus 2% on TDM. Yeah, never let you go. I miss her. I miss her so much. You remember that time when we needed Kriegmesser for the team against Huodo because of her passive that gives bonus team damage against frozen targets? That was sick times, dude. Yes, I am about to grab the Chunkla here. No VK. She's farmable now. Yumi? Even Nefer's grabbing this Chunkla. Okay. Blood Rose, I will try to work on double S after getting Black Nucleus. Fair. I personally think my fire buff is fine for now. I want to increase the others that are low. VKE will unlock, begin farming when done with Black Nucleus. I honestly feel like at this point, in your case, it would not be bad if you get one of those option boxes that has Vermilion Knight to just go ahead and use that option box for Vermilion Knight. Just rip the bandage off and just get your plus 5% fire damage. I think you probably got an egg from top-up rewards. You might get an option egg this 6.1. You might get an option egg if you go for the Equinox outfit, right? Sometimes those outfits have an option box, right? I went for Mobius outfit and I didn't get my option box because I luck sacked too hard, suffering from success. So, yeah, so unlocking HOV was the right play there. But I think on the next one, you should definitely unlock Vermilion Knight. Oh, Marty Friedman solo. I love this solo. Okay, Teresa. Oh yeah, here's the other part too. If you already had Lightning Empress and Night Moonbeam triple S, or by the time you do triple S them, you can start putting those gold orbs towards farming Vermilion Knight to help speed up your double S Vermilion Knight. This hurts. This hurts. In a weird way, I feel like if Yumi doesn't need too much from the spending event shops in 6.1, you know how every major spending event patch we get S-rank fragments? I feel like in Yumi's case, those fragments might actually be of some value to speed up the back-end infrastructure farming. I don't think it should be high priority depending on what else is in the shop. But I do want Yumi, I do want you to think about where those fragments can be useful. I don't think you need to worry about Starlit Astrologos. I think slow farming in open world is fine. Violet Executor, slow farming. Okay, stopped at S1 to begin ice buffs. That's a reasonable tactical pause. Celestial Hymn will keep at S. Yeah, I mean nowadays we're not having a lot of strategies where you need to rely heavily, because there was a point where it's like, okay, well you want S2 CH, but that time is gone and past. I personally will finish the triple S because I'm almost there, right? I'm almost triple SCH. I'm just gonna finish it and finish my SK. But in your case, I think this is fine. And I think what I would probably say is like Luna Kindred and Valkyrie Pledge, just like slow farm them from expeditions and whatnot. Luna Kindred, you could probably max from open world option eggs. But again, the A ranks is more about just having your stats up for dorm errands. So like that way, if a crystal task comes up for dorm errands, you're not lacking on that stat. CHMASS strats. I do find the lack of Twilight Paladin a little bit frustrating, but yeah, I know you have SS plus Bright Knight and all that, but like some fights, I don't know. It's just a different gameplay style, and I do feel like it's nice to get that variety of experience. But at least you got Hecate, so you know you can play her in the future one day. Eventually you'll farm her to double S, so it's like it's more of a when, not if, right? It's more of a when situation in your case. So just take your time, it'll be fine. Okay, so Fuhua, Phoenix, same as Blood Rose. SK will triple S once dorm buffs are gone. Yeah, that's fine. It's so weird evaluating somebody's Fuhua roster in 2022 because the era of Honkai in which I was trained in, it was always Night Squire to triple S, Hawk of the Fog to triple S, Phoenix to double S. You live by the Fuhua, you die by the Fuhua, and when Senti comes out, you should roll for her. Is VA core locked? Yeah, VA core is not even unlocked, Lilo. Yumikus will never get to experience the joy of paralyzed HOTF for mobbing. And honestly, like paralyzed AoE mobbing with HOTF is one of the most satisfying feelings. The sound design for when HOTF's ult hits, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I guess Yumikus could always just go back to the chapter 25. I think chapter 25 you get a nice trial Hawk of the Fog to play. Oh yeah, they let you play Hawk of the Fog in some of the early Sentience chapters too. Anyways, that can be kind of a side project. Yumikus will probably never need to use a Scipitar either, right? A Scipitar has like a couple of strats where you need her Key Nova EX for shield break debuff. I don't think Yumi will ever encounter that because that's like I feel like nowadays that's more like Red Lotus and below. So this is passable, but definitely Phoenix is on the checklist, right? Phoenix is like I'm glad that Yumi at least has a to-do list and a priority order already in place because that's actually very healthy to plan around. Abyss Kasumi, yeah, I don't think Abyss Kasumi works well for Nirvana. I think nowadays, like for high Nirvana, it's like what, Turd Cat or something like that. I think the last time we did Abyss Kasumi, it was Turg HOT or HF Turg with AE. We're not running VA anymore in Nirvana. No, it's Turd Cat, right? It's Turd Cat. Let me see those Ritas. Where's Techno Phantom? Techno Phantom was here yesterday. He's a big Rita fan. But yeah, HOTF for the shield break was great in early Nirvana / early Red Lotus when Abyss Kasumi first came out for type counter. And there was a handful of versions of the old double S fight that used her that were like not cap score, but like mid to low budget survival scores. Turd cat. True. All right, Rita fans. Are you ready for this? Double S Spina full gear. Double S Fallen Rosemary. Okay, that hurts a little bit. But triple S Phantomine with the swimsuit. Okay. Phantom Iron was my first crush in this game because the first chapter that I was playing through was chapter 13. And Rita was in that chapter. That swimsuit cannot swim. Okay. Umbral Rose, great. Argent Knight. I mean, she's technically Gold Witch Orb farmable now. But I don't think in your case she's priority. I think from a collection standpoint, I would probably unlock her after you unlock Vermilion Knight. Because usually it's HOV, VK, and AKA on the same option box. I would unlock her from an option egg after Vermilion Knight. Where's your Lightning Rita? There's two. Fallen Rosemary and Phantom Iron. They're both Lightning. Was SSSPA free? Yeah, SSSPA, they had rank up stamps back in the 5.5 spending event. So, like, if you bought 4 stamps from that spending event, plus the stamps that you get in Elysian Realm, that was an easy double S. And in fact, on my main account, I did, like, a few extra pulls on the banner for her, just so I could get to S2 faster. And now I'm going to be like SS plus 10 fragments towards SS1 if I ever finish the last Elysian Realm stamp. I would need 1.5. I would need 1 stamp plus 1 copy, I think. Oh, Never was referring back to 5.5. Yeah. Because it was like 7 stamps total, right? It was 7 stamps total, but there was, I think it was like Bright Knight and HT was also on the stamps options. Something like that. So for different players, they had different priorities. I think Nefer's position is that he already had a high enough rank on his HT and Bright Knight. So, all in on Rita, you know? Okay. Yumi! What is going on with your Sakuras? It's okay, I understand. They're all old meta. I get it. Flame Sakitama. She's so much fun at Triple S. Just can't keep up until we get Fire G4. Once we get Fire G4, we will revisit Flame Sakitama. I think Flame Sakitama, Miko, and Dark Bolt Jonin would be awesome in Elysian Realm. Because think about it. If these 3 Battlesuits get added to Elysian Realm because it's a Sakura Battlesuit, they might start with 2 Ego Signets. But, yeah, Dark Bolt Jonin's a lot of fun. Just when you're prioritizing competitive play, like, this is pretty much what I expect. Please don't kill me, fan. It's gonna be like Sakura using her Setsuna on HOC Ellie. It's okay. I'm guessing you're slow farming Memento after you get your Serenade up, right? Memento has another 2% at double S. New Rosa, new Lily, yeah. She's almost double S, maybe 3 weeks. Okay, just remember, again, leave enough left over so that you're still net positive every week on willpowers and legacies so that you can still bank up for Sushan. Callan! Did you triple S Amayo just for ER? No. Okay. It's okay. Of course, Serenade for the 5%. Did y'all see Rhino's Callan versus Hephaestus? That's just from pulling. Oh god. Let me find the tweet. Rhino had his in that video description. He said, "It is my pleasure to inform you. 2 spaces down, there is no new Callan battlesuit." Here. Okay, but yeah, Serenade. I wish Serenade could get some kind of augment or some kind of buff. I don't even need her to be top scoring. I just want her to be like semi-useful for copium players, right? For meme strats. Like it's not even the fact that it's the fact that Serenade is so outdated, you can't even run meme strats. Yeah, Fen Lao more like Fen Lamau. Exactly. Okay. So surprisingly, the twins have still retained some of their value. I would like to see Blueberry Blitz level 80 though. Fervent Tempo, you can. I think in your position, because you favor Elysia, you probably won't need Fervent Tempo anymore. But I feel like if you have at least one, if you have at least one Sleeper's Dream, having the Blueberry ready is kind of still nice to have. Will triple S once done with Thorn buffs. That's fine. Wow, look at that. Double S Nyx? All the major non-Herrscher S-rank releases in the last 2 years, I think Yumi has double S. Oh, well. It's okay. Stygian Nymph, you'll slow farm. It's okay. She's got stamps in the Gold Witch Orb shop. No worries. No worries. So Nyx, Spina, HS, whoo, Silverwing double S. Yeah, Yumi's a double S player. It's very comfortable, right? Occasionally triple S when she's feeling it. Like Dea Ancora. Got the wedding outfit and everything. Yeah, everything else, this is great. Is your BKE SS1 yet? I think BKE SS1 would be a nice break point to aim for. Okay, so it is SS1, yeah. This would be a nice SS1 is a nice break point. Are you gonna go for like Equinox next, or are you kind of like content with your Bright Knights? Yeah, I liked this Vow of Roses. I could just not justify it at the time. I also didn't have Dea Ancora at the time, but now I have double S Dea Ancora. I finally get to join the doo-doo club. So for me, maybe I should think about S2 Equinox. Make my life less mauled. Triple S official, love to see it. Full gear, love to see it. Did you take this screenshot on the beta? Well, I see the edge. You cut that out of the beta. I can see. Listen. I went to art school. I can see the edges. I see the edges, Yumi. You cut this screenshot right out of the beta. This is a doctored screenshot. Hold on. Did you get the spacing right? Legit screenshot, okay? I promise. Well, Priarm physical Ellie once, Herrscher Ellie's Priarm. Fair. Delay waifu for meta just a little bit. Fair. I think that's fair. Wow, even Yumi's Mobius is double S. Wow. Impressive. It's missing a few S's. Yeah, it's missing at least 2 more S's. And of course, Raven triple S with the outfit. Love to see it. Now we just need Yumi to practice Raven SP farming. We'll boot camp it again. Triple S Carol, love to see it. Pardo, love to see it. Aponia double S! Can you fund me a double S Aponia, Yumi? Actually, can you just fund me an S2 Aponia? Is this a CN account review? No, Tech Writer. She photoshopped her beta account that has the triple S Elysia into the screenshot that she had Elysia on. Alright, triple S Eden as expected. Look at that. Suska. Yeah. Yeah. So full Griseo. Double S Vilv. Honestly, Yumi, you're making me want to take out my retirement savings and start becoming a double S player. You know what Toki told me? He said, that's not a bad plan, but it's not future-proof. It's not a bad plan, but it's not future-proof. Never. Yeah, don't do it. Zetsu, don't do it. Can I pop out my chat? Hang on. Pop out the chat so I can show this on the screen. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. These are triple S players advising me, don't do it. SS is a good spot, though. True. 30% the cost of triple S while beating S0 quite a lot. True. Very true. Or it can be like me. Majority S0 and skate by, slowly double S-ing when Battlesuits eventually get funneled to Battle Pass. It's okay, I'm retired, right? I'm retired. Retirement's going well. Casually 47.8 on HT versus BK. Okay. Priarms. So this is a part where Yumikus is a little bit time-gated as a relatively new player. The only way to negate this, or to overcome this, rather, is shit-sacking on weapons, and then just capping out on every source of SC medals possible every week, right? Asterite, gold pins, events, and weekly Taurus raids. Cannot miss a beat with Primats farming at this point. However, special banners like Vilvi's banner having option boxes, certain Divine Key banners, certain ADV banners having option boxes will be reasonable sources of catch-up. Catching up, not tomato sauce ketchup, all right? Shit sacking on weapons will give you weapon resonators that you can buy Taurus with. As long as you buy converters with Asterite. So you can't zero out on Asterite. Make sure you still have an Asterite stockpile for converters. I remember 1 week, I zeroed out on Asterite. I couldn't afford the converters I needed to upgrade a Priarm that one cycle, that 1 week. It was a weird time. Okay, current plans for 6.1. Priarms, H2O, MPE, DPE, SW, and VILV. VRV. 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 Okay, I will probably hold back on Priarming Key of Oblivion until 6.2 to fully max off the rip. True. Please, Hoyoverse, no more double Priarms. I got bad news for you, Yumi. 6.1 is definitely double Priarms. Su-sang has a Priarm. And HOR, Divine Key, with a Priarm. Ironically, this is one of the instances where being a budget player or a free-to-play player has a slight edge. Because for every S rank that you skip, that's a weapon that you skip and you save mats on there. You save a ton of phase shifters in Twin Sakura Souls. You save a ton on weapon mats. That's like the opposite end of the spectrum. Now, if you indulge in ultra whale mentality, which is not necessarily a healthy thing, but I'm just throwing it out there as an option. The inefficient way of whaling is like you top up for Asterite and you top up for Primats when the Primat bundles come. That's kind of a desperation move. I don't recommend it if you can avoid it, Yumikus. But there have been whales that have been known to do that. It is known. It is known. You think we'll get a Judapri at some point? Herrscher of Binding, Lightning Imaginary, Judapri. Oh no, never calling her out. Yeah, so Kronos admits to being one of those players. I feel like you already have a really good Priarm priority in mind. I feel like for now, any weapon that you don't have Priarmed for characters that you might be using on the regular, I would say is like just focus on surviving the week, right? So get past the cycle, don't worry about it too much, and just wait till everything's caught up. Wow, damn, Yumi, you even maxed out your golden XY sword. That's pretty sick. I think your second Blood Dance, you can probably convert to Resonators to help speed up your stuff. I don't think the second Blood Dance is going to be that useful hereafter. Unless you just want to hang on to say, I was there when 2 Blood Dances were cool. I think once you do get caught up on Priarms, then you can start thinking about like revisiting old meta tech, but that's gonna be a long ways off. Old meta tech being like Mag Typhoon, Salvation of Sakura. Heck, even Hecate is kind of like old meta tech for you at this point. I feel like a second Nebulous isn't as important nowadays, but I guess it's still okay to hang on to. I guess some of these you're still hanging on to for collection, which is reasonable. Max's XY sword. Yeah, there was 1 week. There was a time when Defi couldn't get cap score because he only had 1 BD. That's true. I see Woofer and Tuna Sword. True. The Woofer goes with her Void Drifter outfit, which we know is the Honkai World Diva outfit. Zetsu Bro is pleased. One salty tuna. That's the Kiyame sword. Where's all the Kiyame fans in the chat? Does she have the Diva outfit though? She does. That was first thing that we reviewed. Triple SVD with Honkai World Diva outfit equipped. Kiyame likers in the chat, rise up. Yeah. Sorry, Mokizian. No heresy in the chat. All right. Okay, so what was there left to say about weapons? You got Abyss Flower. Okay, Seven Thunders. Parama. Keep an eye out for the HOR Divine Key. Keep an eye out for that Divine Key. I think H2O will fill your ice side very nicely. And in the meantime, you have a 60 Falcon Flare, which is good. Miss the SP bow? It's right here. It's not fully maxed, but it's right here. I think at least one Sleeper's Dream would be nice, even if it's at 50. But that's kind of like, again, that's old tech, right? That's like saying crafting Briareus EX, which is, by the way, farmable. But again, like every old bounty weapon, I can't even recommend you to farm right now because it just takes too much time. I guess just don't convert your G1 materials for the eventuality that you do get a chance to go back and revisit some of that stuff for collection or whatnot, if you care about collection. So did you already use your Dawei black cards, Yumi? Yeah, that's reasonable. Spending them on the Divine Keys is reasonable. Okay. Stigmata. I think one more Newton and possibly 2 more Mays would be good. At least 1 more May. I think you can probably get by with 2 Newts, but like a 3rd one just to be safe. Unfortunately, Kiana Pool Party T is already out of meta. She had a good run. I don't know. Wait, are they just there but they're not leveled? Let me just scroll down. Can you sort by set next time? You need a what was it, Echidona? Sort by set if you're on a stacked account. Damn, look at all these Cezannes. Are you gonna wishing well for an extra Cezanne B? Extra Paganini MB? Sheesh. Okay, but where's your extra Mayhems? I don't see them. You can sort by set? Yeah. This button right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. This button right here lets you change your filter. Wow, you have even more Paganini M's. Okay, well, Yumi, you're at the point where you have too much new gear, which is a good problem to have. Suffering from success again, but now you're out of materials to upgrade them. I guess just keep upgrading them as you need extra ones. I think extra Paganinis for different affix loadouts are nice to have, but not urgent. I don't even know if you have affix mats for all of them. Okay, so here's the second May. I finally found it. Took me like a long time. And here's your third newt. Looks like you ran out of upgrade mats, which is a shame. That's a lot of Zen Yi. Yeah, it is. Are you keeping your old Diracs for collection at this point? I think with Paganini, keeping 2 sets is fine. Maybe a third M piece. What you could do is like 2 sets and a third M piece, and then I think the rest you can probably salvage. Or just leave them unlocked in case you decide you need the rezos. I think Ragna TB is good filler, but I don't think there's a fire DPS that you're gonna use Ragna TB on, right? So the rest of Ragna, leaving them unlocked is perfectly fair. Hi, Sheko. No, Akame, don't do that. So 1 set of fireworks for collection. Thales! You know, funny enough, I still think Thales TM is a great universal set because it's all total damage, but it scales insanely well for charge attack characters. But I guess this is a collection piece, and same with the Kafka and Poe. Extra Margraves, I don't know if you'll be in a position where you need to tweak SP affixes on your multiple sets of Margrave, but I guess it's nice to have. Ana ready for that transmute to G4. Lots of Zen Yis. So basically, what I'm getting from this is, Yumi, I want to see some crazy triple Zen Yi strats coming out of you. All right, except for the fact that they're not leveled up. But this is actually awesome. If you ever decide you want to keep all the extra sets of Zen Yi for side projects, you could even build a set for like fist users, and you can use that for SK and HOTF in the far future for meme runs. In the far future, I think the second Elysia you can tweak like crit damage or something, or very specific affixes. I think Linnaeus is safe to salvage here. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you Wishing Weld for some more Sazan Bs. I think Sazan M dupes might not do too much for you, but at least like extra Sazan Bs would be kind of sick. And of course, then the collection Stigmata. Make sure you take good care of your collection Stigmata, especially the 3-star limited edition collection Stigmata that have really good art. Elves! 3-star everything is kind of comfortable. 4-star Elysia. I think 3-star is a viable sweet spot. If Siren wasn't so outdated, I would have said go for 4-star. But I feel like at this point, 3-star is like a healthy balance of spending. I've seen it different ways, right? Some players that go hard, they won't even invest in elves, and then some players that stay at S0 like Echidona, they S0 but they 4-star every elf. So this is like a good balance elf investment. I think if you are in a position where you have extra supply fragments and there's elf fragments in the supply shop, finishing Siren that way or working on Siren upgrades that way would be okay. If you don't need the rank up stamps on the Battlesuits. I think if you have excess of gold witch orbs, Klein 4-star and Blade Durandal 4-star are both really good. I think Blade Durandal 4-star having the reduced cooldown time, you might feel it a little bit more in certain rotations. I would probably place Blade Durandal as your next priority if we don't get a new Fire Elf soon, which we should. 6.4, maybe? Maybe. So Elysia kind of fits in that category, right? Double S battlesuit roller, but no 4-star elves. Counterpoint to that, Elysia, is I would say in your position, if you do want to think about elves, Blade Durandal is a good starting point. Really nice functionality, even at 2 stars. Sweet spot at 3 stars. How'd you get gold witch orbs, by the way? You only get purples. Well, earlier in this account review, we discussed the importance of triple S-ing Night Moonbeam and Lightning Empress. However, for elves, you only get pure witch or pure elf witch orbs from maxed out elves, which is a different story. But for gold witch orbs, you need maxed out S-rank battlesuit. Yeah, and the gather and the TDM is really nice for Blade Durandal. Klein at 4-star has a TDM buff on her joint attack, but it's very inconsistent. Like you never know, you can never tell. Like, is the buff on? Is the buff off? I would caution against using Elysia for Gold Witch Orbs Light because that's costing you legacies. Plan to 4-star Dudu and Klein when they rerun. That's a good plan, actually. Maybe we'll 4-star Siren as well whenever she comes back and they don't announce a new Fire Elf. Well, okay, so I think 4-star Siren is really risky right now because we are looking at potentially a new Fire Elf in 6.4. 1 million top up. Yumi is actually really efficient for how well she's built this account. Yeah. Remember Buzz Dallas's famous words, under 2 million, you're free to play. But I would definitely rate on the whale scale that Yumi has maintained pretty good efficiency. Podgy, Zetsu still F2P. Whale scale TM. Millionaire Podgies. Yeah. Like for Zetsu and Nefer, would you also agree that Yumi has done pretty well as far as efficiency wise, like the total amount of account building relative to total top up? See, Zetsu managed to stay under 2 million. He's pretty high up there. Yeah. And look, this is 1 million spread out across 292 days played, right? Fifi, back at the height of his streaming Honkai. He doesn't stream as much Honkai these days. I think he still does. Fifi was at 3 million 3 months into playing the game. Just as a comparison. Fifi was brute forcing. Yeah. Fifi was just straight up brute forcing. All went to dorm. I don't remember if it was all in dorm pool. He might have. What did he even get? I think he was triple S-ing everything that was up on banner. I don't know how much of it was affected by luck, but I remember he was telling us on stream like he was at that point, or I forget if it was on stream or if I was on a Discord chat or something. I mean, some players they can afford to brute force that way. But patience in this game goes a long way. Hey, Zored. 2.2. Hey, you know, that's just 200. That's just 200 over the barrier. Yeah, so basically Zetsu lucked harder than Zored. Wait, why are my 7TV stuff not showing up? Really? Wow. Yeah, I saw him in, I forget if it was the Azus or Hikari's chat recently, and he was like, yeah, he still tries hard because of the sunk cost fallacy. Yeah, I think last time I talked to MG is still around 2 million. I think I want to say just under 2 million still. And Akayuki's still just under 2.5. So Yumi getting to this point with like a lot of modern double S's, and like, you know, a handful of triple S's is actually super efficient. Yeah, so Alaza, you're doing all right. Would I say I'm in the sunk cost fallacy? I feel like I'm sunk cost fallacy, but from a time perspective rather than a monetary perspective. Hey, Scissor. We're doing the Yumikus account review right now. You'll have to watch the rest of it either on the VOD. I'm not gonna recap here. But I'll have this exported to YouTube. Oh yeah, Yumikus. Anyone needs Zenyi? Yeah, I would like another Zenyi TB. Can I actually have this extra Turgenev top so I don't have to spend my Crystallum, so I can put my Crystallum towards more BKE stamps? Yeah, where's Tommy? Where's Tommy at? Tommy Top Rock. How much is Tommy at? I think Tommy's still under 2 million, right? Or maybe right on the edge of 2 million. Soy Boy's at 218. That's is that more than me? Tommy, thank you for the prime resub. I appreciate that. What's my top up? See, I'm doing pretty good, right? I'm doing pretty good. But see, I'm at 177K, but I'm also farming content creator rewards. You can't just go around calling whales soy boys. Listen, there's a user named Soy Boy. He spells it with an I, okay? It's soy boy with eyes. Yeah. I used to tell my chat that until I get this outfit, I'm not even qualified as a dolphin. And I think we got this back around Silverwing, maybe? I think it was around Silverwing because it was my birthday week. Are you a frog? Maybe a minnow. Oh, back to Yumikus' account. So great job, Yumikus. You're very aware of the things that you're missing, and you have a really good roadmap in place. Tommy's still F2P. Yeah, Scissor's doing pretty well. Anything less than $1 million is free to play? No, less than 2. That's the joke. That's the joke. Only 1.57. That's not bad. Yeah, that makes sense. The old banners that eventually they get ADVs on. Like, the longer that you play, the more efficient I feel like you end up becoming, right? Yeah. That was a different time in this game. Yeah. I felt like that change didn't really affect S0 players because they're like, oh, when am I ever gonna go for rank ups? But that was a good change for high spenders. HT cost you $2,000. I remember HT was the first time I started burst spending because I remember across 2 months or 2 patches I pre-topped up, and we had stream donos. Because I remember DJ Mist put money in towards that too. HT was my first time doing burst spending for a Battlesuit, just to get S0 full gear, no elf. I remember in the end, I think it was like $200. Like, that's small relatively now, right? But at the time, you know, the first time you're breaking that barrier into low mid spending, it's kind of like, wow. Yeah. Is pre-topping up a good strat? Yes. So pre-topping up is banners on the expansion ahead of time. Not banners, but like expansion bundles and focus bundles on the patch ahead of time. Any focus bundles that are weekly and monthly. All the B-chip bundles, basically, yeah. B-chip bundles will always... Okay, so here's the priority goes. You want to go first time double top up for crystals. Your direct double top up. And then you go weekly card, right? After weekly card is monthly focus bundle. After monthly focus bundle is every other B-chip bundle. Sometimes you'll get B-chip bundles that are like event-based that can match parity with the weekly focus bundle, where you get basically 2 pulls for the cost of 1 pull in B-chips. Oh, thank you. Waffle fries. And so, how high spenders stay within budget, basically, is they save direct crystal top-up as absolute last resort. And yes, Zetsu Bro makes a very important disclaimer. Let me pop the chat out again. Whoops. Let me pop it out so we can drag it over to for the VOD. I just want to say a disclaimer. Don't be Papega like us. Spend wisely. Don't be irresponsible spenders, all right? Gacha responsibly. Big true. Yeah. Spend responsibly. You know, stay within your means. Stay within your goals. I think some of the players that I talk to, they stick to strictly monthly battle pass because that's their goal, right? They want to see how far they can push with account planning and just pure gameplay, but only spending that much. Fragile's in that category. Flame on SCA is also in that category. I am still kind of like... I'm a little bit more spending than monthly battle pass, but I'm also at the point where like I want to go for some collection stuff too. All right, well, I think that's going to conclude this account review. Yumi, did you have any further questions for myself and the chat? I think the one caveat with monthly BP though is that if you are considering spending that much, you're basically committing to this game as a main game, because the monthly card requires daily sign-in, and monthly plus BP is basically you're treating this like an MMO that you're logging into every day to grind dailies. So that is one part that I want to caution, because not everybody plays every gacha game on a daily basis. Some play like every other day or like a couple times a week. So just be aware. Well, thank you, Yumikus, for redeeming this account review. Excellent account, excellent work with account management and planning. And I do hope that as far as your competitive goals, Yumi, don't feel too much pressure to always hit for score cap. I think you're kind of taking it easy this patch, but finding a comfortable balance between your time investment, whether the strategy for a particular fight is fun for you, and if the battlesuit being played is fun for you. I think that's also very important to consider. Yeah. I'm taking it easier than you. Oh, talking to Zetsu. Yeah. All right, let me set the stream marker here. Good job, Yumikus. And I will export this to YouTube too.